Hello you wonderful people, I'm Sarah and today I'm going to make my own version of what was originally a Jamie Oliver recipe, toffee apple buns. These look absolutely amazing. I've tweaked a few things to make it a little bit cheaper. So the reason I came across this is because apples are in season at the moment. We've got a tree absolutely laden with them and I'm loving it. So I'm pretty big on apple recipes at the moment. Now, I had a look at this recipe and pretty much everything I needed, or at least cheaper alternatives, as I do, I happened to have in the pantry, so I thought, right, let's give this a crack. So original recipe called for a 7-gram sachet of yeast. I don't have the sachets, but I've got Breadmakers yeast, so I'm just using this stuff, and I'm going to use about a dessert spoon. Sort of a heaped dessert spoon, it's probably more like a tablespoon, and 300 mils of warm water. So 250 mil to a cup in New Zealand anyway. I know it's different rest of the world. So I'm just going to put, a cup and a bit of water, just as warm as the tap will run. Now because it's like the instant bread maker's yeast I'm using, I don't really need to let it sit and bubble or anything like that. I can just chuck my flour straight in there. So 500 grams of flour. Ideally it's meant to be some nice strong bread maker's flour or high grade flour. I've just got plain flour, so I'm going with it. If anyone hasn't tried the Market Club flour from the warehouse, at my local it's about $2 for a 1.5 kilo bag. It's good stuff. I'm just going to add a teaspoon of salt. Either flour your bench, get your mussels out, and knead that for about 10 minutes, or enlist your friend. This is Dave, and I'm looking for my dough hook, and I can't find it. Got like all the other attachments. It's right here. It's hiding in plain sight. I hate it when things hide in plain sight. I'm going to cover that up and leave it for about an hour until it's about doubled in size. Okay, so while that bread is rising, we're going to start prepping the apple mixture. Now, you are meant to have 100 grams of dried apples. I don't have that, I'm not that fancy. I could dry my own apples, but I don't have any. But I'm just going to use 4, you also include 4 whole eating apples, so I'm going to include those plus maybe a bit extra depending, very finely sliced, because of course these kind of get rolled up, so you don't want like big hunks in there, so you want to slice them quite finely and then mix them up into a bowl with 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, ideally a tablespoon of vanilla bean paste, but I'm not that fancy, I'm just omitting it, and 100 grams of demerara sugar. That sounds like a word I've made up. It's if you know, sometimes it's called, I think it's called like coffee sugar, or it's dark sugar that's very, very unrefined, so it's still kind of in big chunks. I'm just using normal soft brown sugar, so be fine. I'm going to smoosh all these together. As I'm not using vanilla paste, I'm just going to add a little bit of golden syrup because I think it possibly needs that just for a little bit of moisture. It just says a teaspoon, so that's about as much as I'm going to add, just a swirl of that. We'll get all this. Nicely smushed. Oh yeah, look at that, that's risen up. Beautiful. Now, normally things like this say to flour your surface, this says to oil the surface. And we want to oil the surface and stretch the dough 30 times 50 centimeters. That's decent, that's decent. I don't think I have ever done that, just tipped oil purposefully onto my bench, but this is satisfying. So I'm meant to stretch it out. Does that mean I shouldn't be rolling it? I really want to roll it. I'm telling you, the urge to roll it is pretty strong. better or for worse, I'm rolling it. Don't you try and stop me. So really the dough itself is not going to be that sweet, although we do kind of sprinkle sugar on it. Spread some melted butter over this. I'm not quite, I mean, it's really just so that, you know, the apples will stick. I'm guessing maybe a couple of tablespoons. I'm just gonna estimate. I'm gonna pour this over and then kind of spread it around. Beautiful. Now, just gonna spread over these apples. Of course, there's a bit of juicy stuff at the bottom there. I meant to tip over all the juice as well. Oh yeah. Want to roll this from the long end. I almost need another pair of hands here. Where's one of the kids when I need them? They're all at school at the moment. Oops. Ah, we had spillage. It's alright. It's alright. It's the taste that matters, not the aesthetics. I'm meant to cut this about 12 pieces. Pan like this, about 28 centimetres. I suppose you could use like a, you know, a rectangular baking tray. I wonder if that might be better. Go baking tray, it just feels more correct. Spread this with butter and then dust it with sugar, which I guess adds a wee sweetness element to the dough because there really isn't any sugar in that dough. It's just all come from the apples and the brown sugar and all the splodge that I've left on my bench. I didn't quite fill the pan there. I hope that's going to be okay. I think maybe the round shape will accommodate them better. I think they're better in the pan. Look at my bench, seriously. I don't think there is any shame in me just doing this. Maybe there should be, but I do not feel ashamed at all. I think this is going to be yummy. And now I have a massive mess to tidy up. However, I'm going to cover these up, let them rise again, then we'll put them in the oven.
Sugar on the top.
Got a bit of sugar on the top. 180 degrees for about 30 minutes.
30 minutes.
Look at those. Feels as though they need some kind of drizzly icing on or something.
3, 2, 1,
Blip. Got a good feeling about this. Come on. Oh, look at that. Now that is looking fancy. I mean, it smells appley, smells cinnamony. That is so soft. That is super duper soft. It's kind of like, it's a bit sort of hard on the, what was the top, which is now the bottom.
Oh, this looks yummy.
Oh, there's a reason it looks yummy. It is yummy.
Yes, it is.
It is soft. It is very, it's not blow your head off sweet or anything. It's very subtle.
You can, yeah.
Appley, cinnamony.
Definitely cinnamony. And a heap of fizz, literally. Well, yeah, you can definitely taste the apple. There's heaps of it.
But that, the bread part of it is so soft.
Very reminiscent of your hot cross buns. Maybe it's just how they
Only because it's sort of a pull apart
but
style
it is yummy.
That is very nice and a very good use of excess apples. As I say, it's not blow your head off sweet because the bread itself is not sweet, but it is so soft.
It's awesome.
That is really nice. There we go.
I mean, the bread
Excess
is
of apples.
super soft.
Hit like down below. leave me a comment, subscribe, and we will catch you next week.
Make some of them.
Make some of them, yeah. That's not bad.
It's not bad, it's awesome.
Now, I will give a quick shout out as well to Vinnies, St. Vincent de Paul, specifically Vinnies Tamaki Makaurau. They've got a Facebook page. They deliver food parcels to people in need. It's completely run by volunteers. If you're ever in a position to donate either food items or just your time helping packing and delivering food parcels, that sort of thing. But also if you are in need, that's another place to hit up. So, you know, any Vinnies outlet, I gather they are around New Zealand, but yeah, don't hesitate. If you are struggling in any way, just reach out. They'll organise a food parcel for you. They are amazing. So, good on you guys.